Hello people, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. It's somewhat like a midday, 3:15 here in Dhaka. Sunny, warm day. Hopefully later tonight it will have some rain and all because we need to see the weather cooling down a little bit. Okay, so I have one video today. Last night I was not feeling well, so I didn't do more than one. So today I have 13 fragrances rather than 13. They're actually 15, but a couple of the entries are very similar to each other, so I put them at joint entry. So these fragrances are underrated ones. When I say underrated, there are many fragrances in the market, they get super hyped, based on new release, brand image and everything. So many fragrances get a lot of coverage, but many of the other fragrance houses or releases, maybe they got some cover, maybe they're a little bit old, but they did not get so much mention. Even at this point, I don't think any of these fragrances get that much mention. Some of them are discontinued, a little bit more expensive, but I'll tell you one thing, some of these fragrances are very, very interesting. Some are new, some are old, but very good quality. So if you're into market, in the market for shopping with fragrances which are good, but you think like, all these new flankers are boring and overpriced, try these ones out. Okay, first fragrance I'm going to show you. I saw this fragrance, I really, really wanted to get it. It's very similar to a lot of these designer perfumes, but very good value, smell, longevity is also not bad. This is called the Absolu, Secret Absolu, I think. The Secret, oh man, the name, the Secret Absolu, yeah, by Antonio Banderas. So they do have the golden Secret, which is repackaged and newly launched. That is good, similar to 1 million. This perfume here, right now, what I'm showing you here, I'll write down the name. The sprayer is not that good, but the smell is very much like you can say Invictus, Elixir Victory, Lamal, Jean Paul Gaultier, Lamal Elixir, this kind of golden, even Armani Code, Absolu. If you like those, this is a very budget alternative within $30. Very nice perfume with a beautiful bottle. Longevity wise, cannot beat those designers, but for the price, this is like 1/4 of the price of those fragrances that I mentioned. And for that, it's a very good value. People who are just getting into the game, you can try this fragrance. It's not really spoken about very widely, but I would say this one, it was my pleasure to review this. Okay, very beautiful fragrance, fizzy, vanilla, sweet, playful fragrance for daily wear almost all year round. Okay, the Secret Absolu by Antonio Banderas. Next one is Ahmed Al Maghribi. This is called Brulee, and I did review this. And also the other one, there was another one, Tiff is also good, kind of like a sweet gourmand, fresher, but this one is a little bit dark. I would say very good for colder months perhaps. And the dry down, very far dry down, it's like Altair, like PDM Altair, but there are better alternatives to PDM Altair, like French Avenue has one. I forgot the name of that, French Avenue something, so that one is the best one, but this is also not bad. This one has its own opening. It's a very beautiful, sweet, spicy, and I think this one has ginger cinnamon combination. It's a spicy oriental kind of fragrance with an interesting bottle design. For the price is very, very, very good, and longevity wise very, very nice perfume. Okay, this one doesn't get much talk, so I'm showing it here. Check out the full reviews of the reviewers called Brulee of Ahmed Al Maghribi. The third one I'm going to show you, it's a little bit rare to find in Bangladesh, but not many people talk about it or know this or have this. I really love this fragrance. It has a little bit of alcohol in the opening, but it's a boozy vanilla. You can say, like, if you like Rocha's Man, Rocha's Man, that one is gourmand, coffee, chocolate, white chocolate scent. This one is a beautiful scent like that. It's called Michael Jordan Cologne, I think, or what is called Legend, sorry, not Cologne, the Legend one, sorry, the name is here. Okay, beautiful juice color, just like the Antonio Banderas. This fragrance is really beautiful. I mean, the atomizer and everything, it's not really up class, it's very cheap, but the fragrance is very beautiful. Sprayer is horrible but when I smell this, after the initial 10 to 15 seconds, it turns into a very beautiful sandalwood, vanilla, sweet kind of fragrance, which is kind of gourmand. And if you like Rocha's Man, you can definitely give it a try. This one smells like a very nice, cozy, chocolatey perfume on my skin. This fragrance will be very nice if you stay indoors with the AC. Even if you're at workplace, you can wear this. If you like sweet perfumes, this one is a great fragrance. Michael Jordan, very cool bottle, and this is called, once again, Legend. Okay, so yeah, that's the name. So great fragrance for me, underrated one. So the next one I'm going to show you, this is kind of like hyped in the market right now. I just want to put a little bit more fuel on that hype because this one deserves that like attention. This is a Quentin Bisch creation, and I think this fragrance is a little bit more expensive for what it is. Okay, this one, it's I would think like This perfume is the designer price, but the quality is also designer. This is called Teriaq Intense, okay, is the name. And this is the bottle with the snake, okay. This is a beautiful, beautiful, like think of Angel Share meets Dior Homme Intense kind of a DNA, but not exactly clone of any of those. This is very beautiful. The plum in there, it's amazing. It's like at times I get different things from this. Sometimes it reminds me of a little bit of Angel Share. Sometimes like iris-based perfumes, and that plum liquor. And this one is the star of the show. Very beautiful, sweet, long-lasting perfume, and I think this one can be worn by both genders. So this is called Teriaq Intense by, I think this is Lattafa, isn't it? Yeah, Lattafa. After that, there's a maybe Middle Eastern brand. I'm not sure if it's Middle Eastern or what other country, but this is from House of Swiss Arabian. It's called Shagav Oud Tonka. One of the most beautiful looking bottles in my collection with the Tiffany blue and the golden combination. And I really was very hyped about this. When I wore this in the last days of winter, man, this one performed like a dream. This whole line, that one is the vanilla toffee, and then some of the other ones, the Shagav Intense, Oud Intense, man, these are like literally 12 hours plus performance, okay, on the shirt. If you put it on your clothing, this one will last, perform, and project a lot. So very good value. Even though this is 75 mil, the price that you pay is definitely worth the penny, especially if you like tonka beans, okay. Like this one is not much of a oud, it's more of a nutty, almond, sweet, powdery sort of a tonka, and it's a very, very beautiful wearable perfume. I would think even the fragrance makes me feel a little bit like Dior Homme-ish because of that powdery effect. Really nice perfume called Oud Tonka by Swiss Arabian with a beautiful bottle. Next one, let me show you a fragrance which I would say bit overpriced for what it is because of the bottle, and it's a new design or new release rather, but I really like this, the way this smells. This one is called Dolce & Gabbana The One Gold Edition, and you can see the bottle is just bling bling from far. It's just all golden, okay, in the same shape as Dolce & Gabbana, the one line, but this one doesn't get much talk hype anywhere. The day I smelled it, this is the reason why I smell perfumes and then decide to not trust people's like opinion and avoid blind, okay. I don't blind buy that much, I don't blind avoid that much. I try a perfume. This one has some sort of pepper, but it's sweet. It has a little bit of a orange, something like a fruity up top, a little bit warm, and then it's like a sweet fragrance with a little bit of a spicy dry down. This is very, very beautiful. The opening 1 hour, the opening stage of this fragrance is very beautiful, projects a lot, and I think this fragrance can be wearable all year round almost, but winter this will be very, very good. It's a great underrated fragrance for me. Check out the review on this one. I forget most of these fragrances dry down and notes breakdown, but Dolce & Gabbana The One Gold Edition, very good for him. Next one, I think on the most underrated fragrances in designer community or designer fragrances, this is called Bvlgari Men Terrae Essence. This is the most bold one from this whole line. I did review every single Bvlgari Man flankers. I think so. If I missed one or two, maybe the limited edition, like the extreme one by the the tattoo edition and whatnot. Like what is it called? This limited edition one. I don't have that, but rest of them I reviewed all. Rain Essence, these Men in Black. So then there's also, what's the other one, the blue one. So there are many versions, but this one, it's comparable to, I would say, Philippe Plein No Limits, okay, and then Gucci Guilty Absolute. If you like those, this one has some earthiness, some spices. In the opening it has huge grapefruit. I think it's a very nice combination of notes, and I think this one is beast mode longevity, okay. I put it up for sale for a reason, because I was not reaching for it, but I decided to keep it perhaps if it doesn't sell. And it's a great fragrance if you want to stand out in the crowd. Very underrated. Bvlgari Man Terrae Essence, very high quality fragrance. Check out my review. Next one, I forgot the notes breakdown, but I remember what is it similar to and everything. This is very hard to find now. It's very expensive as well. But I would say, like, if you are in market, sometimes you do research and you do spend significant time searching vintages. You should try this. This is a fragrance, Hypnose Homme. Okay, this house nobody talks about it anymore. I don't know if they release any more of male fragrances, but I have a big bottle. These ones come in 50 and I think 75 millia. 2 bottle size. This one is a big bottle. This one is an amazing perfume. When you smell this, there is the violet leaves, play, and then also it has some powdery effect. Think of Lamal being taken to the spicy masculine side, and it's not like a very childish, very serious affair, like formal, dress up. This one comes with very beautiful twisty bottle, and I'm very proud of this fragrance. I think this fragrance, if you hunt down a lot of vintages, this one you should look. And I think they also have a blue version of it. I reviewed that as well. Maybe Sport or Cologne, I don't remember, but this one is the masterpiece. Okay, Hypnose Homme. If you really want to get a high-class perfume, this is a high-class fragrance. Okay, talking about discontinued, hard to find expensive fragrances, this is another one. Jean Paul Gaultier Kokorico. They do have the red bottle. I forgot the Kokorico by Night or something. I don't remember the name. That one I really want to try, but I don't at this moment want to spend $160, $170 on all fragrance. This one I got because this was in my list for a very long time. Brilliant bottle. From this side, it looked like Jean Paul Gaultier Lamal body. From this side, it's a man's head. Okay, and this fragrance was ahead of its time. Okay, some people compared this with Lancome de Guerlain by Guerlain. So it does have those cacao, like that feel. It's a little bit less complicated, less longevity compared to the Leech, but this is a great fragrance nonetheless. And with the bottle, it's a collectible item. I really wish I had the tin can full presentation version of it. This is called Kokorico by Jean Paul. The ad was very ahead of its time. Okay, now we have the one fragrance from House of Lapidus, I think. Yeah, this is Lapidus, and this is called Poker Face. Many of you know that I reviewed this last year, somewhere in winter, and I really loved it. And this fragrance is, you can say in a way, similar to La Nuit de l'Homme. Yesterday I opened, well, let me show you something. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to get something yesterday. As you always see this in the display, I always have that La Nuit de l'Homme at the back. That fragrance is like 2017 or 18, the oldest batch that I have. But yesterday I opened, I had this bottle of 2019 in a set. I was going to sell it, then I'm like, no, well, La Nuit de l'Homme is getting too expensive and the older batches are very hard to find. So this is now 6 years old. As you can see, juice color is a bit dark. Obviously, these fragrances do not perform like 8 to 10 hours, not really beast mode, but if you like to spend less money and get something similar to La Nuit de l'Homme, there are a few fragrances in the market. This is one of them, Poker Face. This one has its own opening as well, but the dry down goes very much similar to La Nuit de l'Homme, and I really think this fragrance people should look at more. Yeah, when I smell this one maybe mixes with something like violet leaves or something there was in there, which is the uniqueness of this perfume, and then maybe there's leather tone, something like that. But this is a nice little perfume if you like La Nuit de l'Homme sort of DNA. Check it out, called Poker Face, very underrated. All right, so let's just give me a second, my eye is bothering me. Sorry, since yesterday I'm having some problem with my right eye. This one has some sort of, I don't know, injury or something. It feels like always like hurting. And today, this morning, my left eye is a little bit disturbing. Okay, so we have top 3 left, and top 3 we have 5 fragrances, and I'll show you what I mean. The fragrance, first one, number 3, is a joint entry, which is called YSL Opium. And I bringing out both YSL Opium EDT, and this is the EDP. This one is very hard to find, the small little bottle that I bought from my brother. These are impossible to find. Even the Opium is discontinued, like Kuros from House of YSL, Jazz, Live Jazz, these fragrances are taken down. Even Rive Gauche, these are very hard to find nowadays. So if you see these somewhere, collect it. You will not get it if imagine like you just entered the game, you'll not understand this fragrance right away, like I didn't. I liked it in the opening, but it's like, no, I kind of like felt like the opening is very weird and the dry down is very nice, but sometimes to get past that 1 hour to 2 hours is very difficult. These ones they have exact same note breakdown, but the EDP is more intense and more sophisticated. They have star anise, blackcurrant, pepper, galanga, vanilla, bourbon vanilla, tolu balsam, and cedar. Okay, these are the notes on this. So the combination of the star anise and blackcurrant is very weird one. Sometimes you feel like these fragrances smell like medicinal or something. Like I'll show you what it smells like. I have a medication here which I use for headache. Okay, and it has this similar sort of opening. I don't know if I have it here still. Man, I had it here. Anyway, so something we use for our headache and all that. It's medication. I don't have it here. I had it. Anyway, so those are something that you put. It's called Tiger Balm. You put it in the head if you have headache. Or there's another one, the blue one, forgot the name. So those are like kind of like jelly that you put on your head, and then if you have sinus, to open up your sinus. So these ones, they do smell like that, but very interesting perfume on the dry down. And if you really are in the market to get something very sophisticated and you do not find boring very easily, YSL Opium, try them. Okay, these are very underrated. So number 2 is my scent of the afternoon, rather. This is called Paco Rabanne Purom, one of my signature scents. I do have a backup bottle of this, like a small bottle which I use, small 50 ml. This is my backup bottle basically, sorry. And this one, it's getting hard to find, getting very expensive. Paco Rabanne nowadays have all sweet fragrances, all sweet, sweet, sweet. But back in the days, they had this bold green. This one still after years of reformulation, the last project like nobody's business, right? Crazy longevity. If you like masculine, think of a little bit green, a little bit of vanilla, and sorry, a little bit of a, why am I saying sorry? I slipped. So if you also like a little bit of a green oak moss sort of vibe, this is the fragrance men wear. Azaropurum, this one, Kuros, even that Opium, these are fragrance. If it's in your like search that I want to get a beast mode masculine perfume, get this. Okay, even think of Ralph Lauren Safari, great fragrances. Okay, Paco Rabanne Purum, very underrated, nobody mentions it. So I have number one as joint entries. These are two 1 millions. As you can see at the back, they look a little bit different. In front, they look exactly similar, but I'll show you one by one. The first one I'm going to show you, I think, is this one, the left. This is 1 million intense, and then the right one is 1 million absolutely gold. Nowadays, you have lots and lots of flankers, but these two, you cannot compare or cannot even compete with these fragrances with the modern day. Even the new 1 million flankers do not come anywhere close. Okay, 1 million Privé was a really good one. 1 million Lucky was a fresher one, kind of like caramel popcorn. But these ones, the intense one, this one with that little bit of fade, this one has beautiful rose, okay, and sweet as well. But the focus is on rose. If you like a rose centric 1 million, very dressy, and then if you like something with a oud, like you like Dior Homme Parfum or something, this one's gonna cost you much cheaper, like much less than like Dior Homme Parfum, but the quality and longevity is gonna beat Dior Homme Parfum. There you go. I always compare these two, but these two are crown jewels. Okay, these are next level designer fragrances. So these two, if you in the market, you're searching for something that you want to hunt down vintage, like I'm looking for pure malt, pure heaven, get these two before those. Okay, because they are so worth it for the money, and the smell is very unique. You don't get those kind of fragrances. Even 1 million cologne was a great one, but the newer ones, the elixir is good, but royal, then the gold and the golden oud, I don't know, that one is nice but not very unique. Okay, so yeah, these are the fragrance I want to show you today. Hopefully you'll try them and let me know if you have any of these and what do you feel about them. Have a nice, thanks for watching, and keep all the families and victims of Palestinian people who are suffering. I am always saying that anywhere in the world there is like this kind of distress and pain among people, no matter what country or religion they're from, or if innocent people are suffering, please keep them in your prayers. This is not about religion, this is not about anything else but humanity. Okay, so we are all praying for all the war to stop all over the world, and we find peace and people coexist and stop fighting and hate being spread. I think that's my biggest prayer nowadays, and I just wish these people find back their home and their peace in life. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.